Are your windows open?
Nope.
Oh, wow. It's just loud over there. It's that
No.
train, I think.
Yeah, it was the train going past, but I know we haven't heard it in ages. I do think you hear things that don't get picked up on the recording.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I've noticed that when we've been gaming as well. Like, all the gaming sessions we've done, I've had the windows open.
Oh, interesting.
So if you can hear the train more, actually let me know if you're going back over the gaming episodes, because if you can't hear the train in those, then I don't need to be bothered shutting the windows each time. Food for thought.
Yeah, I'll just listen back. I get a master recording, so I can just listen back to the last one.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Oh, yes. Well, I suppose you're not running it as much, but
Yeah, I get full backups just in case, but I've been leaving it up to her.
yeah.
to
I
do
thought we
the grunt
immediately
work.
launch into an admin meeting the second we start recording.
Oh, classic great and secret knowledge move.
Oh, especially because I just stopped myself from talking about magic-based stuff before we started recording. Instead of continuing on with that recording. No, admin.
The prestige.
The prestige. Love some
they're
magic.
so distracted by us talking about admin that they miss our cogent point that comes around back at the end. It's incredible stuff, folks. You're blessed to have us.
I do hope they're watching closely.
Are you watching closely?
You're listening to The Great and Secret Knowledge. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jessie.
Hey, Jessie.
Hello.
We are on opposite sides of the universe, and we're just having a good old time today.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you missed out on some great netball chat of me trying to explain how netball works to Jeff beforehand,
Oh, shit.
listeners. Let us know if you want more sports chat.
Yeah, is there a genre football movie? That'd be fun.
Aussie Rules ones, yeah.
Like a time travel football movie or a sci-fi.
I don't think there's one that crosses over. They're usually pretty like the most famous one is The Club, and that definitely it's based on a play. But it is not. No, there's nothing speculative.
Yeah, if it's based in Earth Prime, I call that the Regularverse. So we're looking for something a little weirder. Send in your weird sports suggestions to greatandsecretknowledge@gmail.com. The first one on my head is that rollerball.
Oh yeah, the first one that came to me was Ready Player One.
Okay. And I guess you could say parts of Harry Potter, all that Quidditch nonsense. But that's a terrible game.
Yeah, but
with
I'm
bad
never
rules.
gonna watch. I'm never gonna watch anything again. I'm done.
No,
I'm
of
getting
course
my. I'm getting my Harry Potter tattoo covered up in a week.
Ooh, wow.
Biting the bullet. It's happening.
Yeah.
I can now admit on the pod that I have one because I am getting it covered up.
Cool.
I got it before we knew about her, people. Cut me some slack.
Yeah, sports movies have such a defined format. You know,
I
like
love sports movies.
it'd be hard to merge that with SF. I feel like you'd have to give up some elements of either.
It'd have to be like some sort of like futuristic sport that, you know, that maybe they play in some sort of arena without gravity or something. The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, of course, absolutely.
Ooh, can we do the Hunger Games at some point? I love the Hunger Games.
Fuck yeah.
And the Ballad of Songbird, the Sunrise on the Reaping is coming out very soon, and
that's exciting.
the book is incredible. So, yeah, let's put Hunger Games on the list.
I think I added that one early, but I'll add it again if not. Yeah, books or movies. All the books are obviously a bigger project. Unspoiled Network did the Hunger Games very good coverage with Natasha and was it Rashawn? Well, anyway, Hunger Games, great coverage over there.
Amazing.
Also, Piers Anthony, who's like kind of a noted perv, but he did a good series, which was like Hollow Games in this culture where instead of going into the military, you played these Hollow Games. And yeah, that was fun. I can't remember. Juxtaposition Trilogy, I think.
Absolutely. All right, there are some. Oh, I've thought of one. Space Jam.
I still haven't seen it. I've heard it has a very strange structure as movies go.
I was very young, so that was huge. I was like right at the target age for that to be successful. So Space Jam was that was it that year. Like everyone was obsessed. So.
Do you think Scooby-Doo and the Harlem Globetrotters counts?
Sure, there's sport. I mean, that's not that far.
There's not really a game on the line, but they do have a basketball or 10.
Oh, thought of The Legend of Bagger Van. That's a golf movie, but I'm pretty sure there's some spookiness to it. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams counts.
Field of Dreams.
Which I've never watched. It's on the list.
Now, technically more of a fantasy than a baseball game movie because there's no success. There's no victory on the line in that one.
Still, it is a sports game. It is a sports movie that we could technically.
Oh, but there's ghosts. Of course we could do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Does A Knight's Tale count?
Jousting is a sport.
Jousting is a sport, and they sing modern music in it, so...
Yeah, I couldn't get through it because I didn't...
Really?
I was
I
a
love
snob and a fussy pants, but I might go back, give it a look.
Oh, now you've broken from your bad dude cinema habits. You can... you can go watch, and then maybe enjoy it for what it is a bit more.
And listener, if you have any
A Knight's Tale.
If you have any ideas for a new SF sports tale, let us know. We could produce our first film.
I mean, we were just talking about how we'd be a great directing team because we have different interests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could be like the Coens.
Yeah, or the Daniels.
Yeah, split the work.
I love it.
Okay, well, last time we stopped right around the hour 14 mark in our prestige coverage. So let's get back into it. Fallon is following Angier, who's following Borden. They trapped Fallon. Have we got to that point yet where they trapped Fallon?
Oh, I think that's where we've just gotten up to because he's... Fallon looks around behind him and then he's kind of... Angier gets him and shoves him in the
They put him in a box?
Or it's like a door thingy down to a basement, maybe? They're all very... It's quite a dark... Like, the whole thing is very dark. But I suppose, it's the 1800s and there's night light and there's not, electric light is still relatively new at this point.
Yeah, it's bizarre to think that, like, if it wasn't a movie, if it was just how it was, it would be so fucking dark.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. It's a box. He goes down some stairs. One of the stairs breaks and he falls through. And, yeah, Cutter is there nailing him in. And then we get to the graveyard. Yeah, we're in good lighting again now.
Yeah. So he meets in the graveyard. Let's see. Borden meets Angier. What does he say? It's what a good trick takes. Risk, sacrifice.
You're finally getting your hands dirty. It's what a good trick costs, Angier. Risk, sacrifice.
The sacrifice, I'm afraid, is all going to be yours, unless you give me what I want.
Well, it's going back to that, you're finally getting your hands dirty, because that's always been, one of the points of contention between them. I just love seeing Hugh Jackman in, like, this villainous role. I argue that Angier is the villain. Certainly more so in the movie than the book. The book is a bit more balanced. But I will always choose the rich, privileged person as the villain, even if that's not the intention of the film.
Well, yeah, and he's a murderer. Like he's murdering
himself. Is it murder or is it suicide?
Either way, he's causing someone pain for his own twisted ends.
And then he realizes that Angier has buried Fallon alive in a grave.
Yeah, so he wants the method, and it's just a keyword, and he says the keyword is the method.
Well, because he has the diary, and the keyword is the key to the cipher in the diary. This should have been the clue to Angier that Borden set him up with that diary.
Yeah, it's way too cute to make the keyword the next step in the plot,
Oh, well, that's it. It is just a wild goose chase. Get him out of the way. That's consistent between the book and the movie.
Oh, so Borden didn't know that Tesla could actually do this kind of shit?
Just sent him on it was just send him on a wild goose chase.
Wow. So at the hospital, Angier is chatting with Cutter. They open the letter. That's when he sees it's Tesla, and he decides to go to America.
Cutter can't do it anymore. I'm too old for this stuff.
I'm too old for this shit.
Obsession is a young man's game. And Cutter won't go with him. And he says, then the rest is up to me. We're at dinner. Borden brings his mistress to dinner with Sarah, his wife. What a scandal.
And Fallon as well. So it's the four of them. Because one of them loves ScarJo. One of them loves Sarah. That's the whole thing.
Another beautiful writing moment is right as you're saying that, he says, we've just got a great new trick. And the great new trick is having both their girlfriends or wife, like both their partners at the table with them. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's happening.
I think this is one of the moments where you can really tell who is who, like which twin is playing Borden in this moment. And I do think it's in my notes like 5 different times, like notes like the ScarJo knows, the women figure it out. The women get it. Like it's just, I can only tell which is which when the women are around. And this one, I think, is one of the most obvious scenes because it's very obvious that Freddie, the one who's a bit more of a loose unit, the one that's less conservative, the one that is in love with the assistant, not with the wife. And you can tell by the way he's speaking to Sarah. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not a child.
Sarah, don't talk to me like that. I'm not a bloody child.
Oh, Jesus.
And she tries to send off. One of the ways they can tell, because it's Albert and Frederick.
Yeah.
Is the name of the two twins.
She asks what he lost, and he looks really rugged. He won't tell her what's going on. And she says, "This isn't you. Stop performing." I thought that something very precious had been lost to me.
Oh, that line. She's like, why is she calling you Freddie? That's my name. It's like, no, that's not your name at home. Well, I'm not always at home, am I?
Ugh.
Such a good little tell. And this is why I think, like, it is always where it becomes more obvious, because you see the different ways when they interact with particularly Sarah. And the way she realized, she's like, sometimes when you tell me you love me, it's true. And sometimes it's not true.
She drains her booze. And we are back in... Where is it? Or I guess this is our first time in Colorado.
Yes. No, we've been, like, because of the time jumps and the non-linear nature, I think because we see him turn up there before we know why he's there.
Ah, right.
Because we have definitely had Andy's circus.
Oh, this is when the new guests arrive, Edison's people.
Which this bit doesn't exist in the Edison. There's no Edison's people. Edison doesn't get referenced, not whatsoever in the book. But I do, as an energy nerd, I love that they tied in the absolute smear campaign and attack that Edison launched on Tesla and Westinghouse in general, because Westinghouse was who employed Tesla. They were they were the biggest rivals. And
so Angier's reading Borden's journal about, and then we get to the part about Olivia's infiltration into Borden's confidence. She's telling him how she feels. She points out that Borden is missing 2 fingers. She says, "You can be so much more than he is, and I can show you how."
it's never been clear to me in the movie as much that what her intentions were in going there the first time. Like, is she actually pissed that he sent her? He's like, he sent me here to you to, like, a stagehand picking up his shirts. And he actually ends up giving Borden his biggest advantage, which is Olivia, who teaches him how to be a showman in addition to just being a very good magician.
Yeah. I'm glad they have this, that they have a woman have a significant impact on events. Because Sarah is pretty much just kept on the outside.
And she's long-suffering wife.
He says, "I need assurances of fidelity, of love." So to me, this felt kind of like, well, I've got to see you murder someone, so I have you in my pocket kind of a thing. Like what would work in this context?
We never really are sure.
He says, "I know a way. It's the only way to know her mind." And then he talks directly. Oh, wait, no, we're not there yet. Right? Is this where he talks directly to Angier?
Yeah, today Olivia proves her love for me to you, Angier. Yes, Angier, she gave you this notebook at my request.
Today, my mistress proves her truthfulness. Not to me, you understand. I've been convinced that she led me to Rue. Today, Olivia proves her love for me to you, Angier.
Yes.
And yes, Tesla is merely the keyword. This is where he finds out that he's been on a wild goose chase. And weirdly, because of the brilliance of Tesla, he actually finds the solution. Because this whole thing, like that I think back on that line from Carter before about obsession is a young man's game.
May you find solace for your ambition back in your American home.
Yes, Angier. She gave you this notebook at my request. And yes, Tesla is merely the key to my diary, not to my trick. Did you really think I'd part with my secret so easily after so much? Goodbye, Angier. May you find solace for your thwarted ambition back in your American home.
Tesla!
Yeah, and yeah, this answers your prior question where he never made anything for Angier. I mean, sorry, Tesla never made anything for Borden.
Wow.
And yeah, Golem is like, we never said we had.
Golem, you mean L.A.
Andy's.
Played by Andy Serkis.
Yes.
Bowie comes out and wants to show him that the machine actually works. They use a cat, thinking it will prove a different result.
Not just any cat, Ali's cat. Like, that is his pet cat, and he's not happy about it being used in the experiment.
Wow. Bowie's so good in this.
The only option. Like, the only option.
We have not stolen your money. When I told you I could make a machine, I told a simple truth. Because science is not an exact science.
Yeah. You see Ali, he's like, you are responsible for whatever happens to this cat, Doctor.
So when he did that, I realized they're doing their own sort of magic show. Right? They're like, it's a bit of the old razzle dazzle with the cat.
Well, I don't think Tesla knows that the machine works yet. Because it isn't until Angier starts walking down the mountain and he finds all the hats.
Right.
That we see at the beginning of the movie.
What's interesting is you would think they'd be tinkering with the machine between each test. So I wonder if, like, if the cat appears in a different spot every time.
No, that's the first time they do the cat. That's the first time.
Oh, that's the first time.
Yeah, and you find another cat because he follows the OG cat, and then he finds that there are now two of them, and there's just a whole selection of his hats laying out on the mountain.
Yeah, so I wonder if they popped out like a half-inch apart from each other, like in a spiral or something, as they tinkered with it.
Well, you can aim it. That's one of the things. You can absolutely aim the machine. That's one of the calibrations.
That's so cool.
That Angier is able to do later because he talks about it, working out where the best spot for him, for the prestige version of himself to appear is.
Yeah. So is he seeing two cats or is it just...
Yeah, he sees two cats.
outside?
He sees
Okay.
two cats. You see them both running between the hats, yeah.
Some nice wind in this shot. Trees are kind of swaying about.
Beautiful. And we get to Borden. It's with his daughter.
So yeah, they come out and testing on the hats. Tesla says, these things never quite work as you expect them to, Mr. Angier. That's one of the principal beauties of science. They're all your hats, Mr. Angier.
Which one is mine?
They're all your hats, Mr. Angier.
I see them measuring them and everything.
Next up, Borden's talking to his daughter. His wife, Sarah, is a wreck.
Oh, but there's a really important tell here. Before you go on, there's a tell here. Because he's like, oh, I'm busy. Daddy's got some errands to run. And she's like, but you said we'd go to the zoo. Oh, I said that, did I? Then go to the zoo we shall.
Yes.
That's a real indicator of the way Borden's diary reads in the book, because it's chapter to chapter. I won't disagree with anything I've written in the prior chapter. However, I will clarify this. And he's arguing with himself, but using the first person every time.
Wow.
So it's a fun way to read if you know the secret. Again, it's the women. Anytime the women are around, that's one of where you get the biggest tells about the twins.
Yeah, I mean, we like to believe that we know our partners better than somebody could impersonate. You would hope we could see right through it.
Well, I would argue that she can, because she has this line here, and it was actually a line flubbed by the actress, and she was horrified, thinking she'd spoiled the secret, but they left it in because they liked it. She's like, I know what you are.
Wow.
And it's like, again, you mean it today, which makes it so much harder when you don't.
I will always love you, and you alone.
You mean it today?
Absolutely.
Which makes it so much harder when you don't.
So I think she can tell. She can't exactly tell what it is, but she can tell there are some days she loves her.
At the carousel, he meets Fallon, and he asks him to take the kid out. He says, Sarah, she knows. And he tells Fallon to convince her that he does love her. Then he sees Olivia and seems really cold with her.
Yeah, that's because this is Alfred, the one who loves Sarah.
Yeah.
And that's why he asked Fallon, can you do whatever you can to convince her that I do love her? Because it's not when he's himself that it's unconvincing.
Yeah.
And again, he tells Olivia not to call him Freddie. Sometimes it seems wrong.
It's just that sometimes it seems wrong.
Yeah. And the fact she doesn't trust Fallon.
She says, leave your family at home where they belong. That's a rugged thing to tell a family man as you
try to screw him. Well, she already is. She thinks she's talking to the man she's in love with.
Yeah.
But it's not. As I said on our previous episode, my favorite game is which Borden is which.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many subtle little tells, like in that moment where it's very obvious that that's the one who loves Sarah and not the one who loves Olivia.
Yeah. So next up, Angier's checking out of the hotel. The concierge tells him about the box. It's the only thing in this whole huge ballroom.
Yeah, because Tesla's place got burnt down.
Oh, did I skip that?
Yeah, you see him going up to the mountain.
Oh, we cut from him learning about that. So yeah, the whole place is burned up. And Tesla left a nice note. He said, the truly extraordinary is not permitted in science and industry. Tesla says, destroy it. Drop it to the bottom of the deepest ocean. And it sounds like he's talking about a nuclear bomb or some other weapon of mass destruction.
Arguably it is. Because he can definitely...
I just realized you could... if you could get one of these into a army base or a foreign capital or whatever, you could just send a bomb through.
Yep.
If you were willing to sacrifice that device.
Or you could send a duplicate through who could pass any kind of security testing or...
Oh, yeah, for spy work. Or they could be a suicide bomber if you go the Angier route.
Oh, it's the Man in the Iron Mask, where they're subbing out Louis the 16th.
That's a Three Musketeers movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
It sure is.
Yeah, I never actually finished it.
Oh, Look, it is not necessarily the greatest... Like, Leo is a great actor, but this was very early. This was his first movie post-Titanic, I believe. And when you're acting up against, like, John Malkovich and Jeremy Irons, and Gabriel Byrne and Gerard Depardieu, as a much younger person, I think Leo today could hold his own with any of them, but I think he comes across as weaker because he was young at that point. But that just could be that character is weak too.
Yep. Yeah. I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo, also by Dumas, and man, it's so good, but I had no idea there was all this like secret intrigue and like disguises.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole point of it.
It's so fun.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to think. I think Guy Pearce did the movie. Yeah, he did a version of it. 2002.
There's a recent TV series I'm fixing to look into.
Oh, and Henry Cavill's in it as well.
But we are not talking about The Count of Monte Cristo.
No, we're talking about The Prestige.
Oh, Jeremy Irons is in it. Oh, that's fun. Anywho, we're watching The Prestige. So Tesla says the truly extraordinary is not permitted in... Oh, I did that already. So, oh shit, Angier pulled the same diary trick on Borden.
Yes. Yes, you Borden, sitting there in your cell. And now we're starting to realize that it was all a setup.
Wow. He wants to say goodbye to his daughter. He gives Lord Caldlow his secret
That's
secret
not
tricks.
Lord Caldlow. He's Caldlow's servant.
Oh, so he says he'll give him the prestige if he gets to talk to his daughter.
Yes.
Back at the Borden house, Sarah is raging on him. This is when she says, I know what you really are, Alfred.
Yeah, I got it.
Olivia means nothing.
I know what you really are, Alfred. I know.
Sarah.
Yeah, he really...
I thought he was going to hit her or kill her. Because he was awfully, like, aggro. But it's because he doesn't love her and she's, like, demanding all this stuff of him.
Yeah, his own... This is the sacrifice.
God.
Yeah, I'll go to her. I'll tell her I know what you really are, Alfred. Boom, yes.
You think I bloody enjoy living like this?
This is the thing, the amount of sacrifices that he had to make.
What do you want from me?
And then the little kid is outside listening, and Fallon comes over and holds his hands over her ears.
I just can't imagine loving someone and not protecting them from this bullshit, you know?
But this is the bullshit is of his own creation, whether he likes it or not, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess once you've let your brother, like, do stuff with your wife, you don't want to ever admit it.
No, well, it's more than that. The whole point is, like, as he says at the beginning when they're looking at the Chinese man, where he's like, no, the trick is the commitment, is the sacrifice that you make. And he made that choice a long time ago. He's bodged his own history. There's journalists investigating him and everything that are communicating with Angier in the book.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's like a dedicated spy, but instead of being dedicated to the government, he's dedicated to his magical career.
Yeah, exactly.
But it means all your relationships are tainted.
Well, that's obsession. This whole movie is about obsession.
Yeah.
As Cutter's point earlier. And, when she asks him, do you love me? And he says, not today, no.
Next, Sarah's at a canary shop? Is that what this is?
That's the work. No, that's the workshop that they build.
Oh, right, where all the canaries are, because the bird tricks.
Yeah, because you see them find it earlier. They're like, we've just got to paint over these windows, and you can see the windows are painted over.
Yeah. So she's thinking about the whole thing, and then she ends up offing herself.
Well, if it had just been a different day when she asked that question, she might not have, you know? I think it's really interesting having her hanging there with the birds because of all the sacrifice of the birds.
Yeah. There's this interesting thing here I've never seen where there's bottles of liquor hanging upside down and going to taps.
Have you never seen that? That's standard in every bar.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's pretty standard.
Any bar I've ever been to, they have these little plastic things that make a spout out of the alcohol or wine or whatever.
No, but you guys are a bit more free and easy with your measurements. And the pouring system. You never see anyone free pour in Australia or Britain, in my experience.
Oh, so cocktail must have been confusing for you. That's got an Australian in it.
Yes, it does. Brian Brown.
Yeah, Brian Brown.
No, it is very unusual. Like, it's like that. I remember speaking to a friend who lived in America for a while that I was like, the free pouring, I don't understand. And the way it was always explained to me is they use a counting system.
Uh-huh.
And to be fair, that's how in Europe, in Spain, when I did a sangria making lesson, I was taught how to measure out the spirits and the wine going into the sangria. It's like, uno, dos, y tres. They're very generous pours. My sangria is lethal.
Nice.
I've broken many a person with it. I'm very proud. But if you're going to make good sangria, Spain is a place to learn it.
So Cutter's at the bar having a sandwich, and there's a card on his glass with an address. It takes him to a burned out theater. My note is, this city is abandoned. Where are all the extras? I guess they're all inside the theater. There's a blind dude. And Angier's there. Turns out all his stagehands are blind. So he's up to something real secretive.
Which we knew that they were blind because we saw the blind guy at the very, very beginning.
Yeah, but I thought it was just one. Turns out it's a bunch.
No, it's all of them. Yeah. And he actually he boxes in the stage as well, which is deliberately done so that stagehands can't see
the final setup.
Or how the trick's done.
Yeah.
Because the key to magic is a secret. I've been watching a lot of Penn and Teller's Fool Us this week.
So Angier clumps up to Cutter and says it's his last show. I'm almost done. Just one thing left. The real transported man.
Real magic. Woo!
And he needs a manager. So he wants Cutter to manage the house and all that stuff.
Yeah, front of house only, no backstage.
Yeah.
That's important. He needs Cutter there, though. If he's going to set up Borden, he needs someone to be on the lookout for Borden without him telling them to be on the lookout for Borden, because then it might be obvious that it's a setup.
Yeah. Next up, we got this jowly guy played by Edward.
Oh, no, that is you. No,
Hibbert.
You do not talk about Gil Chesterton from KACL on Frasier.
Ah, yes.
He's the food critic on Frasier.
Yes, of course he is.
Plump, gooey, and guaranteed to rot your teeth.
Yes, I don't like his phony British accent much either.
I do love that this show has both Gil from Frasier and Niles from The Nanny, aka Moriarty from Star Trek Next Generation.
Yes.
Daniel... what's his surname? Daniel Davis, that's it.
Do you wish to input any commands?
Not at this time.
Dark magic, Moriarty!
So he sees the trick, and he says it's very rare to see real magic. Oh, because the trick ends with dude appearing up on the balcony.
Yeah, behind them.
There's absolutely no way he could have gotten there in time. And he's like, wow, that's the real shit.
And he's suspicious, and I like that.
Oh, you have to be. You got to see something new. The Prestige.
Pardon me. It's very rare to see real magic.
Oh, and also he limps, so he certainly couldn't run up there, and he's not huffing and puffing.
Exactly.
So next at lunch, Olivia wants, she's talking to Borden. She says Sarah wanted to tell her a secret. So she asks Borden what it was. And he says, the truth is that I never loved Sarah.
And the irony of this, he thinks he's trying to tell the woman he really loves that he really loves her. But it's what puts him off. But yeah, part of me loved her and part of me did. The part that found you, the part that's sitting here right now. I love you. And it's actually his coldness towards Sarah that gives her the ick. Brilliantly acted by ScarJo here, actually, because it's, you don't often get to see the ick take effect in real time.
Olivia, I love you. That's the truth. That is the truth that matters.
You could be in some other restaurant with some other woman right now, talking about me that way.
Yeah, when you fall in love with somebody, you want all of them, not half of them.
Olivia in the books is much colder.
Oh.
But they, live together and have it's very different. Yeah, and she's in bed with him when he dies and stuff. There's none of this trial bullshit in the book. Just one of them dies and the other one does not.
About the getting the ick, I've seen it a lot where a woman who's with a married man, half of the attraction is that he's somebody that can love and has shown love. Even though he's fucking it all up by cheating, there's something attractive about his, proving it.
I quite like that. I guess that's similar to why straight women like heated rivalry. Because of the emotional honesty that gets shown there. Is something that I think a lot of women find lacking in their relationships with hetero men.
Right, yeah. Wow. She says Angier's back in town. You should go to him. You two deserve each other.
You should see the look on your face, Professor. You should go to him. You two deserve each other.
Well, that's it. It's what it comes down to. They're both obsessed. I wrote in here, there is no good guy and no bad guy, just two weak, obsessed men.
Yeah. So Shepard's back. Merritt, the old guy, manager guy, dude hands him the terms. No discussion. 5 performances a week. No matinees.
Oh, and that's what you'll be charging for each ticket.
Yeah. And the show begins. Angier gives them the warning and then says, let's begin.
Borden's in the audience.
When I tell you the lady who taught me the solution actually died performing it, you'll understand the seriousness of the dangers involved. Let's begin.
It's almost like he's speaking to Borden.
In my travels, I have seen the future, and it is a strange future indeed. And he unveils the machine, and he made it extra big, covered it with gold.
Well, he always was the one that was the better showman.
Yeah.
The greatest showman, you might say.
With the lighting on his face and the thing behind him.
You missed my excellent pun there.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Do it again.
I said the greatest showman. And I was talking about Hugh Jackman's character.
Yes. The greatest showman.
So I amused myself. Sorry.
I'll cut that together.
No, leave it in as it is. It's more fun that way.
So I was going to say, with the spotlight on him and his style of tux, and then the machine looming behind him, it's reminiscent of Metropolis. Have you ever seen Metropolis?
No, I've heard of it, but yeah.
I believe it's from the 1920s, silent film, German expressionism.
Oh, wait, I've seen bits of it, definitely.
Yeah, this has a bit of that look to it. Next, a bunch of folks come up on the stage and inspect the device. It starts zapping and zapping around.
He's got a new assistant.
And poof, Angier does the prestige.
Yes. And this is all ego. He could have just kept going and been fine if he was happy to be the one under the stage.
Man's reach exceeds his imagination. And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, and we see that Borden notices the trapdoor. We got a bit of Chekhov's trapdoor there. Before he reappears.
So, let's see. Borden's raging on Fallon. Why can't you outthink him? 100 performances. Still hasn't figured it out. Every night, they send something out with the stagehands. But he can't figure out what it is.
The prestige materials. He's looking for ties where there isn't none. He's like, why only 100? Why is this it? All we know is that he uses the trapdoor.
Man. So Angier tells Cutter to stay away. At the show, Borden comes on stage to inspect.
And now we're back to the beginning.
This happened at the beginning of the film?
Yes.
Okay. Borden ducks behind stage. He gets challenged, takes off his beard. Cutter asks who that was, but we don't get a response. Then Borden sees the blind stagehand. He goes to check out the tank.
This is a direct repeat of the opening sequence.
And he looks completely bewildered as somebody comes down into the tank. It locks automatically. And then he tries to break him out.
I love when a movie does this, where it replays you get the opening scene, no context. And then you get all the backstory, and then you get back to where you started. And we get a repeat of the same thing, but now we know the context. Because we see all that with the blind stagehand, where he's ripping off his makeup. I'm part of the show, you fool. And him, and then seeing the body, like Hugh Jackman's body, fall into the tank, and him try to break him out. That's pretty much the opening scene. It's probably like scene like 3 or 4, but it's like super early.
Yeah.
But we don't understand.
Cutter arrives and pushes him away, says, "What have you done?" Next, Cutter identifies the body of Angier, and Borden is sentenced to death.
Now, I want to point out this is a big where the big deviation from the book is here. Because what they do in the book is very different. He comes backstage. There's none of this tank business because there's no prior wife who drowned or any of that. That's all Nolan. But he comes backstage because he doesn't have this whole tank business. He takes, I think they automatically just die or something like that. He sees the machine is overheating, and so he switches off the power to the machine midway through the transportation. So Borden switches off the machine, thinking he's actually saving Angier's life and the lives of everyone in the theater, and including his own, because the thing is about to blow. And Angier, instead of going through the usual prestige, he is left with 2 half-lives. And then there's duplicate of him wandering around, but he's like a ghost. He's see-through, he's opaque. He comes and tries to attack Borden later, and like when Borden tries to fight back, his hand goes through him. And the solid version of himself that's living with his wife as Lord Caldwell is getting sicker and sicker and sicker until the spiritual, or whatever you call it, spectral version of himself comes and they're rejoined. But one of them dies. It's weird the way it all plays out.
Wild.
But they both results in both Borden and Angier having one of their doubles die and the other one going on and living their life alone. Because in one of Borden's doubles dies just by having a heart attack in bed.
Oh, strange.
Next to Olive, or Olivia, she's Olive in the book. So she's like, no, he's definitely dead. Like, he died in bed next to me. But then there's the other version still wandering around living his life.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
So we're at an estate sale or something, like I guess court storage, and Coldlow's lawyer Owens shows up, and he's going to pick up some gear. And
yeah, 'cause it's tradition for a magician to pass on their leftover gear.
Right. And Cutter just wants to be able to see Lord Caldlow.
Because he doesn't know. He's never met him, because all they know is Lord Caldwell has purchased all of Angier's stuff.
Yeah. In prison, Lord Caldlow comes with Borden's daughter.
Because he's rescued her from the workhouse.
Yeah.
And it's a power move. He's like, your daughter will live with me from now on. Because there's no reason that she would go to Fallon. But back then they didn't have the kind of like, who is this child going to live with? Anyone who was willing to take responsibility for the kid pretty much would be able to be the one to take care of the kid. Certainly if she was headed to the workhouse. Or an orphanage, because why would you be awarded, why would you be awarded the state?
I can't imagine this guy is going to be a good father. Caldlow.
I don't think he's a good person. He doesn't give a shit. He proves to be not a good father to his own children in the books. He's got like four kids that he abandons because he falls in love with his assistant for like 10 years.
Wow.
And then decides just one day to turn back up with his wife and be like, I want to come home now.
Oh, my God. Okay. So Angier hands off the kid to his housekeeper.
Oh, the reveal there where he's like, oh, my God. We get the brilliant cut of Borden talking to Jess, the kid, and then we go, oh, Lord Caldwell. And he's like, Lord Caldwell, and we realize, dun dun dun, Angier is alive. This always breaks my heart, this bit, because it's like, this is some of Bale's best acting.
Oh, when he's losing his daughter?
Yes. And he realizes, no, that's the man I'm supposed to have killed.
They're gonna bloody hang me! And you can put a stop to this now!
Listen, that man is the one on me to a kill! You die bastard!
But he's pulled so many scams on the guards at this point, no one's believing shit.
Terrible. That is terrible.
He doesn't want his daughter in the hands of his worst enemy.
So yeah, he pawns off his kid on the housekeeper, and Cutter's there. Cutter's like, "You're still alive? What?"
And he even doesn't. He gives him the answer to the transported man, and Caldwell is like, "Yeah, I don't need it. I'm done now. I've got you, kid." And he promises that he will come for her. Oh, the daughter. I remember the first time watching this and being like, don't lie to the child. They're going to hang you.
Are you still back at the prison?
I'm just enjoying the phenomenal acting performance. Like Christian Bale. I read an interesting article about the method being a form of abuse and an excuse for shitty...
Oh, by the actor on their friends and family and colleagues?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think there's an argument for it. Like, it's the level of pretension around it is... and just the disregard for the well-being of others and yourself. Like, there's a huge debate around Heath Ledger and whether his method approach to the character of the Joker psychologically damaged him.
Yeah, I feel that you should be able to not take your work home with you in any job.
I agree.
And method acting encourages that sort of thing.
But then through all of that, you know, the movie fan in me and the actor in me certainly says there's some incredible method actors out there, and like this movie does not support our anti-method acting any theories, because I truly think Bale gives a better performance in this than Hugh Jackman, and that is not a criticism on Hugh Jackman's performance in the slightest.
Yeah, I just think they come at the craft from totally different directions. Possibly
because Jackman's got a theatre background as well. But it could be as simple as where they trained. I mean, I don't... Because if they did train... Because I know Jackman trained at Whopper. I think it was Whopper. It was either Whopper or NIDA. I think I had the same question last week. But it's... Is it just a case that Christian Bale is a better actor than Hugh Jackman? Maybe. My judge is always, do I lose my sense of who they are as a person? Do I forget that I'm watching Christian Bale when I'm watching Christian Bale, and I rarely forget I'm watching Hugh Jackman when I'm watching Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, we can think of several Bale performances that stand out for being distinct, whereas Hugh Jackman performance that's distinct, I mean, he was pretty good as Valjean, but still pretty down the middle.
I've seen enough amazing performances of the role of Valjean on stage that I think if he'd come up against a better Javert, it would have shown the flaws in the performance more, in Jackman's performance. But because he's playing off against one of the worst castings in a musical movie ever. It really, like, he looks good by comparison, right?
Right.
Whereas I think because I would always argue that Javert is the stronger singing role.
Yep.
Even though Valjean has more to do, I do think Javert has the more complex and powerful songs. Stars, particularly. And I've always thought when I've watched different versions of The Confrontation, the Javert performer almost always outshines the Valjean performer.
Well, so just speaking about Jackman, I can't think of a performance that like where he just completely went for it to the max, you know, Beyonce style. Like there's very few actors in our attractive Hollywood elites that like will go all the way, you know, ugly cry.
Actually, I've got one. Wolverine.
He does it with Wolverine.
In not all movies, I think he has to very much have a good performance drawn out of him. But certainly in Deadpool and Wolverine, and certainly in Logan. And I remember very clearly what a huge deal his performance in the original, at least the first two X-Men movies.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember how angry all my boys were when they came home from going to see X3, and they were all big fans of the comic book. And the rage in which they were, I've never seen people so angry at a movie until I later watched Matrix Revolutions myself. But, they were furious.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Oh, it's just inconsistencies with the comic book character and inconsistencies with what happens in the comic books and the apparent killing off of a certain character really, really, really made them angry.
Oh, interesting.
But, I mean, I'm currently going through that with the current Outlander episode, and it's, as for a show that for 7.5 seasons has been one of the most faithful to the original text book adaptations I've ever seen of anything. And I've always kind of smugly held it over Game of Thrones fans. And we've got, I think, 4 episodes to go, and this most recent one has hugely, wildly deviated from the book plot.
Oh, how strange. Just threw in a curveball right there at the end?
We're waiting for the apparent death of a character that, as book fans, we've been waiting for. It's one of the most traumatic because it's the death of a child. And I've got a really have enjoyed going back reading because I was live skeeting it as I was watching it. And my reactions are like, oh my God, I know what's coming. No, I don't know how I'm going to cope with this. How am I going to cope with what's coming? And then the thing I'm expecting to happen doesn't happen. The person I'm expecting to die doesn't die. And I'm like, oh my God, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Holy shit, he's been saved. And literally 5 seconds later, someone who doesn't die in that scene, who is still alive in the books, for the record, to this day, up to book 9, everything I've read, was a father and son. I reckon they were too chicken shit to kill a kid in such a traumatic way, but that's... Wow. It's like, if you're going to do it, do it. And this is a quote from the author. She's like, I wish they'd had the guts to do it if you're going to do it. Otherwise, just dial it back and don't kill off anyone.
Wow.
So, for an author who smugly said about George R.R. Martin after the rage against the final Game of Thrones season, she's like, poor George, his show caught up with him. That'll never happen to me. And now we are sitting here waiting for the final book, which has not come out. And this show is on its last 3 episodes. So it's exactly what happened with Game of Thrones. And so I feel really bad about all the shit I've given Game of Thrones fans. and how smug I felt for rage quitting the books when I did it in the show. But anyway, that's a slight segue, but it's trauma from less than 12 hours ago. I'm still working through it, okay?
We got a lot going on, people.
All right. Here we are.
Be nice to us, listener.
Speaking
so Cutter
of
is not
swears,
okay. Cutter is not okay with this situation. He wants Angier to destroy the machine.
And the fact that he's been used as a pawn in the murder via law. You know, he's in the whole framing of someone who at one point was his very good friend. He's like, I believed in you. I took your side through this shit, and turns out you're the bad guy.
Such a great performance by the character of Cutter. Just completely selling this betrayal.
And Michael Caine is a great actor. Who knew?
Yeah. Angier promises that the machine will never get used again. Back at the prison, Borden saying goodbye to Fallon. He says, you were right. I should have left him do his damn trick. I'm sorry about
Caldwell
Sarah.
starts using it for money and duplicating money. I'm really glad that got left out. I think that takes away from someone using it for capitalistic financial gain, takes away from the magic of the magic and purity of them being in it for the magic. But he never was in it for the magic. Angier. He never had the passion for magic. He was in it for the attention.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't handle being the man under the stage, the man in the box, not getting the applause.
So we're in the park and Cutter meets Jessica.
Oh, you missed a whole scene there. In the jail.
The part between Borden and Fallon.
Yes.
Or Freddie and Alfred?
Albert. Alfred is who they go by together.
Right.
When they're a single person, but their actual names are Albert and Frederick. This is the heartbreaking scene because he's like, we go alone now. And I remember even the first time I just kind of dismissed Fallon. I looked at the magic trick works. You never really look too closely at Fallon until this exact scene. You don't understand the importance of Fallon, or why is this guy always around, but we never hear him speak. And this, the reason I wanted to bring back to this scene and didn't want to skip over it was because he's like, this is how we know, because I only just figured this out when I was watching it for the pod, and I've watched this movie many times. What always bothered me was not knowing which one of them lives and which one of them dies. And I finally figured it out. And the answer makes me happy.
Yeah, the one who's actually loving and supportive lives.
The one that loves his wife, who loved his wife and Albert, the one that loved his wife and kid more than the magic, is the one that goes on. Because he says, you were right, I should have left him to his trick. Because it was Frederick, that goes to the theatre that night and sneaks backstage. Because we see Albert go to the theatre and do the same thing and not sneak backstage. I just clicked that too, that it's the two different twins at the two different performances. I just thought it was a storytelling mechanism so that we could see, and he's like, he's just watching this time, he'll go up on stage next time. No, it's the two different twins going so they can see it.
Wow. So they're on two different days?
Yes. Well, they've got different fake facial hair. That's one part of the way you can tell.
Uh-huh.
And in one of them, Borden doesn't go up and inspect the machine, and in one he does, and that's the one who sneaks backstage and gets done for the murder.
Yeah.
So I think he did 100 shows just so that there was 100 opportunities to trap him, because he couldn't Angier couldn't guarantee Borden was going to act the way he wanted him to frame him.
Yeah.
He couldn't guarantee when it was going to be, so he had to kind of be prepared for it every night.
That's diabolical.
So I have figured out the one that lives is Albert, the one that loves his daughter, thankfully. Because we see the one who was in prison go, you were right, I should have left him to his trick, and I believe that to be Freddy, the one more obsessed with magic.
Yeah.
So we can all be relieved that the loving family man had to go on with his wife having committed suicide thinking he didn't love her. Not great.
Not great.
But at least the dad gets the kid kind of thing.
Yeah, well, and he has something to live for because he has to make sure that when Jess gets away from Angier, he'll be there to help her.
Oh, exactly. And as he's walking away as well, he's like, I'm sorry about a lot of things. I'm sorry about Sarah. Again, he said, I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, you go live your life in full now. You live for the both of us. The acting here, it's so good. And now we're in the park. Sorry, I just couldn't skip over that scene.
Yeah. So Cutter comes to the park, meets Jess. Is it Fallon in the background talking to some lady? Did you catch that?
Oh.
We see somebody from behind with a Fallon-type hat and a sort of Christian Bailey motion of his arm.
That is a really good point. I've never noticed that. I kind of thought it was...
It could have been anybody, but...
I maybe thought it was Caldwell, but you're right. He's not dressed in Lord clothes. He's dressed in a more Fallon-y way.
Yeah. Oh, that was probably the housekeeper that's supposed to look after Jess.
Yeah, well, is it noble parents don't spend a whole lot of time with their kids. They're usually taken care of by nannies and governesses and the staff in general.
So next up, the box is being transported. We're intercutting with Borden being sent to the gallows. Cutter's at the theater with the box. Angier is there. Borden says to the guard, "Are you watching closely?"
Are you watching closely?
That's the same guard. He's like, you never know. I might escape. He's like, one day I'll just say to you, are you watching closely? Oh, I remember the first time I was watching this just being like, oh, good. When he said that, I'm like, oh, good. He'll have a trick. He'll be fine. They're not going to hang him. He'll escape somehow. He'll go to drop through the trapdoor and he'll just disappear. Something, he'll work it out somehow, that poor little kid. Without knowing the twist, of course. Oh, I love this pacing where you're just seeing them putting away the box, Cutter and Caldwell, walking past all the tanks with all the dead bodies in them, but you can't see it because of the way the room's lit. Mm-hmm. Interspersed with the hanging scene.
So they're stashing the machine in the basement. Cutter goes on to talk about somebody who described drowning to him.
Yes, because he told him that at his wife's funeral to make him feel better. He said it was like going home. Like, I was lying. He said it was agony. And he wanted him to know that he wanted his last thoughts to be about the fact that his wife died in agony. That's a bit of a punishment. And it's really unsettled Angier, you can tell. You see him looking at the prestige box with his own dead body in it. And he's realised that he's caused himself all this pain over and over again.
But doesn't he know?
Yeah, but earlier, many, many years earlier, Cutter says to him that drowning doesn't hurt at all. It's like going home.
Oh, so now he's like, everything's reframing.
Yeah, now he realizes he's caused all this pain. He's like, oh, they're just drowning, as Cutter said, it's like going home. And he's probably chosen as that because he shoots his first prestige.
Oh.
And I think the reason he would have chosen drowning, one, as a way of framing Borden, but two, because he's like, well, if I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to do it in what I hope to be the least painful way possible.
Yeah. Whoops. Cutter says, take a minute to consider your achievement. And as he walks out, Fallon walks in. Borden's about to hang. Angier calls out for Cutter.
No one cares about the man in the box.
And Fallon shoots Angier. He says, a brother? A twin?
Ugh. And we think it's Fallon, and then, we see that it's immediately after we've just seen Borden get hanged. He's standing there. Oh, and when he says abracadabra before he drops.
Abracadabra.
Mm-hmm. Right before Fallon shoots Angier.
Yeah. Well, that Borden shoots Angier, because after all, they've both been Borden all along.
Yeah, we were both Fallon, and we were both Borden.
Oh.
See, sacrifice, Robert. That's the price of a good trick. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
He turns his words back around on him.
Yeah, you never got it. You were afraid to get your hands dirty. Oh, I love this. We were both Fallon. We were both Borden. But again, all Angier cares about is who got the applause. And he's just like, no, we took turns. And Cutter knew all along. He said it had to be a double. Simple. It was simple, but not easy. Oh, and he sees him cutting his fingers
off with a chisel. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, we get that flashback. Why does it look like it's freshly wounded? Looks like the day it happened to you.
Ugh. He says, what about Olivia and your wife? And he looks so disgusted.
Yeah. Oh, we did get the tell. I loved Sarah, he loved Olivia. I've wondered this whole time because I've ignored that one friggin' line. There's enough for the men, but not. Yeah. See, sacrifice, Robert. That is the price of a good trick. Oh, he's so good.
Angier says it takes courage.
It takes nothing to steal another man's work.
It takes everything. Angier's so dramatic.
But this is where we see the first time he duplicates himself. And his immediate reaction is shoot himself. He's like, no, wait, I'm because they both are the original. They both have the same memories. They both have everything. There's no, which one's the copy?
Amazing. It took courage to climb into that machine every night, not knowing if I'd be the man in the box.
Or in the prestige.
Or in the prestige.
Do you want to see what it cost me? As the next big reveal, we just go punch, 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 punch at the end here. Oh, and Borden doesn't care. He's like, you went halfway around the world. You spent a fortune. You did terrible things. For nothing. You never understood why we did this.
The audience knows the truth. If you can fool them, even for a second, then you can make them wonder. And then you got to see something very special. It was the look on their faces.
And that's it. Borden was in it for the magic. Angier was in it for the attention.
Wow. And then he eats it.
Yeah.
And Borden did it for a good reason, which was to get his damn kid back.
Yes. Well, that's the only time he ever deliberately hurt anyone, whereas Angier did it night after night. Yeah. Like, even when they were doing their competitive stuff young.
Yeah, bro shot him with a gun.
Yeah. Whereas anytime Borden did it, it was just to expose the... Yeah, it was just to expose him. And now we're back at the beginning and we realize the little girl from the beginning was actually Borden's daughter.
And Cutter helped him do it. We get to see how many dead Angiers there are.
And you see Borden reunited with his little girl.
I love all these little fires. I love that that's somebody's job to make sure those fires stay put.
Oh, yeah.
We get a cut to the shot of all the hats.
Which is, so we're back at the beginning. It's literally like the scenes are, there's a point where the scenes bookend the film.
You don't really want to work it out. You want to be fooled. And then kind of a janky Tom York song to close it out.
I love Nolan, and I worry that he's just going to go down that path.
Which path?
Oh, the auteur bullshit path, where their movies just get shitter and shitter because no one tells them no. Like with, most of those types, I very frequently love their early stuff because it has to be tight. It's not getting made on their name alone.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out with the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of the Odyssey, I am trying to get through Circe by Madeline Miller. It's a Greek myth sort of retelling.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got a guest possibly lined up that's really into it. But I can't get through it. I feel like maybe it's not for me. I'm not sure. Stay tuned.
Oh, you're
listener.
having a wall experience.
I'm hitting the wall.
As in literally the experience I had when I tried to watch The Wall for the podcast.
Oh, Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Famously hated it and rage quit 45 minutes in. Famously within our podcast universe anyway.
All right. Do you have any final notes, things we didn't get to about The Prestige?
I always love when I get passionate in my notes, like I've just got in all capitals, get him! And my final note, all for bloody attention.
Okay, so I was looking at the 1-star reviews, and they're mostly what you would expect. Mostly people just not liking character choices. Like, I don't like that this guy did this thing, and it seemed unbelievable. But it was, like, fully within their character. Angier's a piece of shit, so of course the stuff he does is stupid and poorly conceived.
I think these are the kind of people who can't understand why people enjoy wrestling.
Right.
Because most of my favorite wrestlers are ones who can be a good heel. Like if you can play a bad guy and feel, I'm stealing a little bit because I just watched an interview with Lin-Manuel Miranda talking about how much he loves wrestling and how particularly Dominic Mysterio and the value of a good heel.
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked about Jackman's performance. Like, he could have been more believable. Sure, he could have been more engaging our hindbrain or whatever. He was pretty controlled.
Yes.
But he got the job done. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll think of a Jackman performance that is like where I think part of the reason why I enjoy him, like The Greatest Showman is the one that comes to mind, is because that's probably also him, like the concept of, the play's the thing, right?
So I did find one funny bit in this Bald Fat 2000 on IMDb. 1-star review. Boring. He basically just complains that it's lazy, long, boring, normal stuff. But then he has this incredible bit right in the middle. It wasn't all bad. There was a hot chick beside me, and the popcorn had a lot of butter.
Gross. Oh, that actually made bile rise up in my throat.
I'm so sorry. Well, the important thing is that we loved it. Most people do.
I do have actually, there's I'm like, oh wait, this is how prepared I was. So many notes. This is funny. I'm like, Nolan is a sir. Don't rant about knights again. That's nice. That's just a little reminder to myself to not go on a tangent on how knight. Yeah, he's been knighted.
Weird.
The twins are named Albert and Frederick. There's one timeline jump per minute averaged out over the whole film.
Wow.
And one of my other favorite things is Bernard Fallon is an anagram of Alfred Borden.
Interesting.
So not only with the Albert and the Frederick combination, like there's little hints even in their names, which I find very, very interesting. It's kicked me off on a big bit of a magic bender. I've been watching lots of things to do with magic.
Oh my God, we never talked about like what we'd want to do next.
I mean, there's I came up. I did have a thought. Back to the Future.
Well, I mean, that just feels like cheating. We could do that anytime.
That would be one I'd be like, what am I in the mood to do a rewatch of, I guess, is also part of the question.
Today we had Field of Dreams, A Knight's Tale, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine, but I literally just watched it.
I've never seen Logan. I've never seen that. I've never seen X3, Future Past.
I love Days of Future Past.
I guess I'm not a Wolverine fan.
Oh, are you just not a comics fan, or?
I liked classic X-Men, but I didn't really read it that often.
I'm much more of an X-Men person than I ever was an Avengers person. I knew not much about the Avengers going in, whereas I was quite across the X-Men.
Yeah. I got all the encyclopedias about all the characters, so I know a little bit about each character, but I really haven't read any complete arcs or anything.
Oh, I do love
my notebooks, seeing if there's any Twin Peaks, of course, but that's
Hunger Games.
That's probably too scary for you. Hunger Games, yep.
Yeah, I've never ever. I mean, I've been told many times, obviously, to watch things about. Oh, you know what would be cool to do? Have you watched The Last of Us?
I haven't.
There is an episode of The Last of Us which is essentially a standalone episode. And it is one of the most beautiful stories I've ever seen told. Because you get the first few episodes where they're all centered around Pedro Pascal and the kid, which is the main storyline. And they take the game, and they take this, small character in the game and give him this massive backstory in a single episode. And it's
good.
A beautiful love story between two men in a post-apocalyptic scenario. It's completely separate from... You could watch that one episode on its own and not watch any of the rest of us, and it actually ruined the rest of the show for me, because I was like, well, I don't care about anyone else but these two characters now, but we've just seen their whole lives.
Oh,
so that could be cool. We've wanted to do Big Bold Beautiful Journey. I just rewatched Banshees of Inisherin, which is, I think you could justify it under the remit.
Oh, interesting.
Even if on the surface, like, there's definitely fantastical elements to it, even if the movie is kind of grounded in realism. I mean, I was going to say this for recommendations, but we can tie that in now. But I just watched Now You See Me, because we talked about this off air.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Which is, I won't elaborate further than it is about a team of bank robbing magicians. It is so much more than that, but I think that's, it's a woman, like Everything Everywhere All at Once is the movie about a woman doing her taxes, right? But the thing that's interesting about Now You See Me is the cast. Because it's Morgan Freeman, it's Michael Caine, it's Woody Harrelson, it's Jesse Eisenberg, Isla Fisher. It's mind-blowing, this cast, and I had never heard of this film. I knew nothing about it. I was having a bad mental health day, and I was like, I'm just going to watch some stuff. Ooh, it's about magicians. Oh, that cast is very good. Yeah, why not? And it was so damn good. One important fact I didn't realize was it's directed by John M. Chu, who we love. Wicked, Crazy Rich Asians, amazing. He's shooting up the list of my favorite directors. And the best part was I get to the end of the film and I'm like, what a great film. Starts going, what am I going to watch next? Now You See Me Too? What? There's a sequel and it has Daniel Radcliffe added to the cast. Cool. And we love Daniel Radcliffe because he makes enough money on Harry Potter residuals that he just chooses weird shit. And then as I'm messaging my friend about it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm watching these movies. They're so good. And there's a sequel. And then I just get a pipe in from my friend Erica. And a third. So there's a third one that came out last year.
Whoa.
Rounding out the trilogy.
That's exciting.
That I have yet to watch. I had to wait for it. And then I went down a deep dive of Penn and Teller Fool Us, which is, I love their approach to magic. I quite like Penn Jillette. Strangely, I first really got into Penn Jillette when he was on The Apprentice, which, ashamedly, I used to quite enjoy. I just didn't know that he was going to turn out to be New Hitler. Not Penn Jillette, obviously. He's a good egg. But yeah, the show, do you know about Fool Us? Magicians come on and they perform their trick. And if Penn and Teller can tell how the trick was done, then they haven't fooled them. But he doesn't spoil it for the audience. So he's like, he'll be like, oh, we love this, and da-da-da, and he'll drop a few keywords in that mean nothing to anyone unless they already know how the trick's done. So they'd never spoil it. I went and saw live some comedic magicians I saw on that. Morgan and West, I saw them at the York Fringe. So if you're into magic, people, here's some really excellent recommendations.
Sweet.
And yeah, Penn Jillette's very into the whole... No, there is no magic, just tricks.
Yeah. I went back through my notebook to like February 14th, and I came across Starfleet Academy. We definitely have to give that a look at some point.
Especially now it's been cancelled.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's depressing.
That is why I would veto that at this moment. I'm still mourning the loss of the show to the point where I haven't finished the season.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we should wait till it's all out and we can reflect on it completely.
It is all out. They're done. They're not making any more.
Well, I mean, available to the public for watches and rewatches.
Yeah. Well, it is if you've got Paramount Plus. No. There's no... You're missing what I'm saying. There will be no season 2. The show has been cancelled.
They're not even going to put out all the stuff they've filmed for season 2?
I didn't think they'd filmed any for season 2. Season 1 is it, I believe.
No, they've filmed all of season 2. They just haven't.
They might not even put it out because, you know.
Ugh, so stupid.
The people who are misappropriate because it's woke. Mate, what have you been watching? If you don't realize that Star Trek is meant to be progressive and woke or whatever, you know nothing about Gene Roddenberry and you know nothing about why he made Star Trek in the fucking first place.
Absolutely. Listener, if you haven't listened to our Star Trek The Next Generation coverage with Sophia and myself, please do check those out. Yes, they have always been tackling important themes, and Starfleet Academy was no different. It's just a lot more representation of the kind of diverse culture that we are.
Exactly. I do realize I have one more note. I have a question that I was saving till the end of the movie to ask you.
Okay.
What are some of the best twists that have gotten you? And the best twists that are in film? I'll start with The Sixth Sense. That got me hard, and I still think it's one of the best twists in cinema today.
They only see what they want to see.
I know you love Unbreakable, don't you?
I mean, it's the one I was able to think of the first time you asked me this.
Oh, did I already ask you this? Did I mention The Usual Suspects last time?
The Usual Suspects, of course. I tend not to think of that one because of the guy that played Kaiser Soze.
Same. It annoys me because I haven't been able to go back and rewatch it. But that moment where it all clicks in together, I so rarely am got with twists. I mean, long-time listeners will know that about me because I'm autistic and my obsession is storytelling and I have strong pattern recognition skills, so by my powers combined, I rarely get got by a twist. Even with Now You See Me, I was just impressed that I figured it out. It was one of my options by the end, but the option that I added on, it was my what I thought was the third most likely option. And it was the option that I only tacked on the end of the list about 10 minutes before we got the reveal. So to me, that's close enough as being gotten. Like, that I'll take. Because I think, other than The Prestige.
A recent example came up on this show with Lucky Day and Conrad.
Exactly. That I don't. Do I remember?
Turning out to be a right-wing freak.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to that to remember whether I got.
It really came out of nowhere. Like, his friend seemed a little bit douchey and he seemed a little bit slippery, but it really...
Yeah, how that played out was very...
sprang out of nowhere.
I love it when I'm taken by surprise. Like this week's Outlander episode, as I mentioned before, annoyed me because it wasn't a twist in the storytelling. They're just changing what happened in the books to mess with us book readers, and that annoys me.
Yeah.
And I hate thinking of how smug they all felt when they're in the writer's room coming up with that. I often picture the writers in a room going, how did you come up with that idea? And how pleased with themselves they must have been at certain points when they've come up with something.
Oh, yeah. Pour the champagne on each other.
Yeah, like, all right, that's
just won
it.
The championship.
We're done for the day. Today, we're not going to get any better than that, what we've just written, so we're just going to walk away kind of thing. Let's go to the pub.
I keep trying to think of good twists, and I can't think of any. Was it a twist that the blonde lady in Last Crusade turns out to be a Nazi?
I hate Indiana Jones, so I have blocked most of it out of my memory.
Okay.
So I will take your word for it. Whatever you say, I will agree is the case.
We named the dog Indiana.
I think in Mission Impossible 2, our boy Tom Cruise whips off a rubber mask, and we're all stunned to see that. But I think that happens in the first act.
Was there one in Magnolia?
We find out that a woman was sexually abused by her dad.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's not a fun twist. Or is it Vanilla Sky I'm thinking of? I love an ambiguous ending.
Oh, sometimes those can be annoying.
Oh, no, I love an ambiguous ending because then I haven't figured anything out.
Right.
And then I can spend ages reading different opinion pieces on what different people think actually happened. I love it when a movie leads me off down a rabbit hole of enjoyment, like reading stuff about it, getting my hands on as many opinion pieces as I could about Outlander last night, I can tell you that.
You know what? I just had this vision of fucking Daenerys Targaryen leaving Jon's side and walking up the long stairs to the sept or whatever before giving her speech. You could still have the dragon wings unfurl or whatever, and then cut there and leave all of the rest of that stuff to George whenever he gets around to it. So we get to question, well, does she go full heel or does she pull it back?
I much prefer that. Like, this is the whole thing. I want Diana Gabaldon to finish the final book, and I want the character who died this week to go on to live a long life and do lots of awesome shit that's super plot relevant, just to be like, fuck you to the producers. I've just thought of more twists. Shutter Island.
Yeah, we talked about that one last time. That's no good.
Memento, I loved them. End of Memento. Oh, another one, From Hell. That one has a good twist at the end, the Jack the Ripper movie with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Oh, of course. We've left a big one out there, Fight Club.
Of course. Okay, yeah.
That one's probably my favorite. The number 23.
Yeah. Is it a twist finding out that Earth was
yeah, that counts. Absolutely, that counts.
Seeded by what do you call it? Telephone cleaners in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I mean,
that's in the book. I don't think it ever makes the TV show.
The movie? There was a radio show and a movie. I didn't think it was a TV show.
Yeah, the BBC had a short series.
I thought it was a radio show. Scream. I mean, ones that are in horror films and stuff like that, that's less.
Oh, yeah, because there's two killers when they're on stage. What's his name? Lillard and the other guy. Skeet Ulrich.
Skeet Ulrich. I mean, your name's Skeet. Like...
Okay, well, that's probably enough twists for now. Recommendations?
Watch Now You See Me. Like, that is amazing. And the second one is pretty good too. And I think because it's mostly the same cast, an addition of someone really cool in Daniel Radcliffe and the same director, John M. Chu. I haven't watched the third one yet, so I cannot speak to that. Watch Penn and Teller's Fool Us. If you like a bit of sleight of hand, bit of magic, and just like a twitch of the curtain being pulled away, but not too much. And it's fun to kind of figure out what clues Penn might have put in to his response. Oh, and watch, I probably recommended this last week, but watch Riot Women. Incredible British show. Sally Wainwright. If you enjoyed Deadlock, you will enjoy...
Oh, Deadlock was so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. I worry they're not bringing back for a season 3, though.
Oh, man. Well, it's damn good.
I can't wait to see what the Cades do next. And a personal one for you, Jeff. You need to watch Kath and Kim.
Yes, of course.
That is something quintessentially Australian that is written by women. It's incredible. definitely check out Kath and Kim.
All right. I will recommend Doctor Who, 10th Doctor Tales. It's all audio originals, narrated by Catherine Tate, David Tennant, and Michelle Ryan. And it's very good. Great combo. Tennant is, who knew? He's a good narrator of a suspenseful story.
I mean, he's very good in most things. Actually, he's in a Great Magician movie where he was unrecognizable. Like, I did not even, me as a Doctor Who fan, was watching this movie and took embarrassingly long to click that it was David Tennant behind that heavy eyeliner and leather pants. I can't remember what it was called, but he's another magician movie.
Cool. Well, that should do it for now. If you want to reach us, greatandSecretKnowledge@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook. And I'm all over. Yeah, I'm all over at El Jefe Tacoma. Oh, yeah, you have an Instagram going for the pod, so check that out.
I need to chuck some more stuff up on it. I'm just uploading random episodes I think people would enjoy or that feel...
Oh, yeah.
I'm at Cosmic Cowgirl on all the things Cosmic, starting with a K, the rest spelled normally.
Yes. And I guess that'll do it. Stay tuned for one of those things we said. I'm sure it'll be good. And watch our social media. Maybe we'll tease it. Thank you, Jessie.
My pleasure, Jeff. Thank you. Well, we've come up on, I think we've been doing this a year now, so we should do something fun for that as well.
Oh, yeah. When did we drop our first one? In April?
End of March, I think, when the new season of Doctor Who started last year.
Holy smokes. Wow.
Because I remember explaining Anzac Day to you.
This is great. A friendship, it's a year plus, whatever, chatting on Adam's podcast, but yeah, this is great.
Amazing.
It's been a good year amongst
definitely
all sorts of terrible things. But not between us.
No, we're great.
Yeah.
Don't forget your hat.
A huge thanks to James Lark of jameslark.co.uk for providing our wonderful theme song. Thank you, James.
Is that from the book?
No, these are all quotes off IMDb from the movie. Society tolerates only one change at a time.
Oh. I wish that were true. We got too many changes.
Yes.
Well, Jessie, I'm going to go watch a Star Trek episode and hope it doesn't suck.
I think you're like, don't wish for what is unachievable.
I hear there's a self-destruct sequence in it, so I'm excited to see that.
Oh, have you not seen it?
I don't know if we've had one yet in our run. It's season 2, episode something. I think.
What, that you haven't seen it, that you have?
I've seen all of them once, but this is my first time rewatching some of them.
All right, yeah, no, fair, because some of them are really not worth a rewatch. Like those eras of 25 episodes a season.
Yeah, Sophia texted me and she was like, "Are we still watching Contagion?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, I was supposed to watch it and see if it was worth covering." And I was like, "Well, sorry, there may be a chance that it's really bad, but fingers crossed. I'll try to stick to my word next time."
Hey, speaking of, you gave me 2 hours. I'm like 1 minute, 1 hour, 57 minutes. Boom. Look at us running on time. Never happens.
I'm too old for this shit.